Hi, it's Phil from Power2Cycle here. This is just a quick introduction how to unbox your new Haibike. Next step is to open the box and make sure you've got the tools ready. So, pedal spanner, a set of Allen keys, so normally a 4, 5 and a 6mm or maybe a 3mm Allen key as well. And then either a Stanley knife, some scissors or some side cutters to cut the banding off your box. Next step is to get the packaging off the bike. Now you've got the packaging off your Haibike, the next step will be on the back wheel. If you look here in the cardboard packaging, there is a white tube. Now if you slide this out, this will now allow you to remove the bike from the packaging. Make sure you've got something nice and soft on the ground to put your bike on. The next step in building your Haibike will be to install the handlebars. Now you'll need to grab an Allen key. So normally they are a 4 or a 5mm Allen key on these, and we'll just undo the stem faceplate. Now we've removed the stem faceplate. If you grab your handlebars and then pop them into the stem, pop your faceplate back on, and then what we're going to do is do the stem bolts back up. So we start at the top left hand side, and then do that up a tiny bit, then go to the bottom right, we do that up a little bit, go to the top right, do that up a little bit, then we go to the bottom left. Now whilst your bars are still nice and loose, make sure we get them nice and central using the markings on the handlebar, and then we go to the full tighten. So once again in the X pattern, start at the top left, go to the bottom right, top right, bottom left. Make sure these are nice and snug to keep your handlebars nice and secure. The next step will be to prepare to get the front wheel into the bike. So you'll need to have a 6mm Allen key handy. What we need to do is make sure we remove the brake spacer in the bike. So if we go down to where the brake is, you should see a little black handle with a tab in it. If you remove that, and that allows us then to pop the front wheel in. What we need to do is also remove the front axle with our 6mm Allen key. So if we unscrew it, then remove it. Now if we grab our front wheel, now make sure you get the disc on the brake side. We lift the front end of the bike up, and then we align the disc in between the two brake pads, and then we install the axle into the bike. Now we grab our 6mm Allen key, make sure it's inserted properly, and then secure it so it's nice and snug. The next step will be to install the pedals to get your bike ready to ride. Now there's a couple of points we need to make clear on this. If you look at your pedals on the end of the axle, they have a left and a right marked on them. Please make sure you get these oriented the right way. So left hand side, pop down there, and then we've got our right hand side one on here. So with the right hand pedal, we're going to install in the crank by hand. We're going to start off by hand, and that's going to go in, tighten clockwise. If it doesn't feel right or tight, unscrew it and start again. So get this tightened up to the crank by hand, and then to tighten it up, if you hold the left hand crank arm with your arm, and then again in a clockwise fashion, tighten the crank till it's snug. Next step is to install the left hand pedal. So make sure we verify it's the right one, and then again by hand tighten it. So we're going to go anti-clockwise on this one. So once again, screw it in by hand. If it doesn't feel right, back it out and start again. So we get this by hand to the crank. Then we grab our 15mm pedal spanner. And get it nice and snug. So you will notice in your parts box with your charger and pedals, there is a set of keys to remove your battery. A couple of key points on this. Make sure you take a note of this code on here, or put the key card somewhere safe. If you happen to lose your keys and you need another set cut, with this code you can get another set supplied. Without this code, you would have to replace your lock barrel, and nobody wants to miss out on their ride. And now your Haibike is ready to ride. Thank you very much for your purchase with us. If you do have any questions about using the bicycle or any mechanical questions, please do reach out to power2cycle.co.uk and I'll be happy to help. Have a great ride.